Welcome to this online tutorial. As you now have your very own digital bespoke brochure 2021, we wanted to give you a guide to help you understand all of the key benefits and features of this new tool and how you can get the most out of this brochure for both yourself and when presenting to both your existing and potential new customers. For the purpose of this tutorial, we will be using a fictitious company called XYZ Trading. And we will use the Neville's website and social media channels just to show you the various examples. You should have all received an email with a link to your own digital brochure. You can now embed this into your website if you have the tools available to you. Send out to your customers and potential customers in a dedicated email, use on your social media channels, and also place in the footer of your emails that are generally sent out. Firstly, click on your link and your brochure will appear on the screen like so. You will firstly see your company logo in the top left-hand corner of the taskbar. If you have a company website, when this is clicked on, it will go directly through to your website. With regards to the other icons across the top of the taskbar here, we do already have some online tutorials and webinars explaining these functions within the marketing support section on our Neville's website, but I will run through these now with you also. For the purpose of this demo, we are accessing the brochure in a web browser, but you can also view on your iPhone, iPad and Android devices. There are some small differences when using iPhone and Android devices. The plus and minus magnifying glass allows you to zoom in and out of the brochure like so. You want to focus on any key areas or on the product pages. The forward and back icons allows you to navigate through each page. So just for example, go forward, go back. You can also do the same by clicking on the arrows actually within the main content of the brochure, like so. The book icon allows you to switch between a double page spread and a single page spread of the brochure, like so. The box with the arrows allows you to make the brochure the full width of the screen. The icon with the 3 columns brings up the pages bar at the bottom of the page, allowing you to easily scroll along to the page or section you would like to go to. So for example, go through to here. And I can go back. The bullet point section of the brochure brings up the main contents and also sub-contents of everything within the brochure, as you can see. So for example, I want to click on stoneware and it will take me directly through to the stoneware page. And I can go back like so. The icon with the arrow facing upwards allows you to share the brochure either from the first page of the brochure or from the current page and onwards via email. You click on the email icon and you place within the from box your email address or the email address you'd like it to come from, and then in the to box to the person that you would like to send the email to. You can also add in any comments and then you click send. By clicking on the PDF icon here, it brings up the brochure in a PDF format like so. Please note that as this is a very high-res brochure, it will take a few moments to open up. But once you are within the PDF format, you can download, and this can be downloaded to your device. And if you would like to, then you can also print as well. You can do the main functions that you can do with a PDF. The start icon here allows you to select pages that you wish to make as your favourites. You can bookmark these. So for example, I'll go through to some product pages I would like to bookmark. So I'd like to bookmark page 6. I click my mouse on the page, click the star button, and it becomes greyed out. Move along. I like to select page 9. And then I'll move along again. And I'd like to select this page. Once you've selected all the pages that you would like to make as your favourites, click on this icon here with the 3 columns, and then you can see at the bottom here all the pages that you've bookmarked are down in the section here. If you want to remove any of these sections, then you simply click on the page that you had previously highlighted and you click the star button again so that it isn't greyed out. And then when you go back, that page has been removed. The notepad icon here allows you to add notes to various pages, which will then show on each page. So for example, I'd like to add a note here. I click on. Okay, this product looks good. And click OK. I'd like to add a note here with the presentation plates. I click where I'd like the note to be. Like so. At any point you'd like to delete the note, you simply click on the note here and you press delete. And click OK. This is for your use only. If you were to send these pages to someone, the notes would not show up. It's just for you to annotate throughout the brochure if you'd like to add any comments. The square box with the pen icon allows you to draw on the various pages. So you can highlight images or product codes or even write some notes if you wish. You click on the icon here. You make sure that the pen icon here is in grey and the colour that's selected at the moment is red. So for example, I can circle a product, an image, or I can circle. Any time you'd like to undo, you can either click on the undo button here and it will undo everything, or you can redo, like so. Or you can click on the eraser button, you can click your mouse to what you've highlighted and it will remove. The colour of the annotation is defaulted to red, but you can click on here, you can change it to blue, you can change the thickness of the line and even the brightness of the colour as well. So for example, I click back on my pen icon and it's changed it to blue and it's a thinner line. You can clear all as well, all at one time. And then you can start again. If you save this here, then this will save to the page. As with the notepad functionality, this is for your use only. As long as this is saved, it will appear on your brochure. If you send these pages on to anyone else, they won't see these annotations. So it's really for you to use for your own brochure, your own notes and annotations. If at any point you want to remove these annotations, then you delete or undo or clear all, and then you can save, like so. And the other option also is that you could be doing something here, you just click on cancel, and it brings you back to how the page was looking beforehand. The shopping basket functionality I'll go through a bit later on in this tutorial, and this settings icon here you can ignore as it's not applicable. So finally, to the top right side of the bar, within here you can enter text and you can either search for a particular product code if you have that to hand, or a word. So for example, I'd like to search for a product code. I click on the search here, and it brings up the pages that that product code is on. So for example, I click here, and it takes me directly to the new product, which is the hammered coppered plated presentation plate. Say for example, I'd like to just search for same thing, either enter, or you can click on the fine glass here, and it brings up all the pages where ramekins are referenced. So for example, I'll click here, and it takes you directly through to where the reference to ramekins are. And as you can see, it highlights the words as well. Now to the main brochure. If you have your company logo on the front cover, for example here, and you have your company website, this will be clicked on and it will go through to your company website. If any of you have a GenWare logo on the front cover, this will go through to the Neville's website. So if we go through the brochure, you can see in the contents page here, the front of house and back of house, every single section here is highlighted. You can click on here, for example, and it will take you directly through to that section. Something new for 2021 is that we now have some sub-content sections as well. So whereas before you would have to go through every single page to get to, say, for example, aqua blue, you can simply click here and it will take you through to the start of that section. At the top of each page, the headers are also highlighted. You can click on Terra Tableware and it takes you back to the front section again. And if you'd like to go right the way back to the main contents, you click to the bottom left-hand corner here, and it takes you through to the front of the brochure again with the main content. Now to one of the most important features of the brochure, the shopping. You receive in the inquiry form from either your customers or potential customers. As people navigate through the brochure, they are able to select the products that they wish to inquire about and essentially order by clicking on the highlighted product codes on each page, which you can see here, and therefore building their shopping basket. So if we start to go through the brochure and, for example, select some products that are on this particular page, you can see that every single product is highlighted. So if someone wishes to start populating their shopping basket, click on product code and a shopping basket inquiry form opens. It does disappear quite quickly, but by clicking on the shopping basket icon, it comes back up here. So then we can continue shopping by selecting some more products, like so. Once someone has populated the inquiry form with all of the products that they require, you can see in this form here that it gives the product code, the description, the quantity, which is currently defaulted to 1, but it can be easily changed. And the price and the total line price. These are in Neville's list pricing. And depending the country that you reside in and that you requested in, it will either show in pounds, euros, or even an unpriced version if that was your preference. With regards to this form, it's very much about obviously getting the inquiry over to you, and any changes can be made obviously on your end. And there is also within here a download to cart CSV button. So at any time when someone is actually completing the inquiry form, they are able to do this by clicking on this button, and it will basically bring every information that's on this inquiry form into an Excel CSV file for people to keep for their records. So when someone has completed their basket and they want to continue onwards, they click on the next button. And here is just a few short details that need to be completed, which is the person's name, their phone number, email, and their company name, and also any other additional information they might want to add. And as you can see here, there is also another option, even at this stage, to download their cart information to a CSV file as well. When the details are completed and the person sends the inquiry form onwards by clicking on Send Inquiry, the person will receive a copy of the inquiry form, and also the person receiving the inquiry form will be the email address that was provided when completing the Bespoke online survey. And within that email confirmation that is received, there will also be an Excel CSV file attached to the email that has all of the information within the basket within an Excel format. Finally, moving on to the back cover of your brochure. If you've provided a web address, an email address, and any of your social media channels, these will all be highlighted along with your company logo, and these can be clicked on and they will take your customers or potential customers through to these various sections here. Thank you for watching this tutorial, and I hope it's given you all the information to start using this great tool. If you have any questions regarding your brochure or you need any help or advice, you can reach out to your regional sales manager or your sales support team. But please also look out for future emails from us, which will give useful tips and advice on how to get the most out of using your brochure. If you haven't already signed up to our weekly email mailing list, you can do so by visiting the Neville's website, and the Join mailing list is at the bottom of the home page. Thank you.